Well, hello there. Thanks for joining in. I'm gonna try playing some music today. Trying out one of these streaming services for, well, music streaming services for playing on your stream. So, a little bit of music going. So, I am Juju, and the past streams I've been doing have all been focused on Dash, and I'll probably use this in some way at some point for Dash stuff, but I guess I digress. Let me back up. So OBS Witchcraft is a set of vanilla JavaScript, CSS, and HTML tools that I created back when I first started streaming a few months ago, or many months ago, many moons ago. But I haven't loved how this works. Oh, that's weird. Hopefully my audio is not doubling up. My apologies. I've been messing with my streaming settings in addition to this. And hopefully that's still working. No? Is this still working? Okay. I don't know. This is all weird. I've been messing with my OBS studio streaming setup. I've been messing with some of this tooling like I'm showing right now. For example, I went to start my stream just, I don't know, 30 minutes ago, and found out that I was dropping more than half of the frames, like my computer went insane, so I had to fix some stuff and blah, 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 blah. Anyways, one of the things that just happened is it looks like my microphone duplicated. And actually, that was something I went to stream a couple days ago, and my microphone was missing from the setup. And when I recreated, I didn't have the filters that I normally apply to the microphone, so I had to go through backups and find them and copy and paste them into the new location and got that working. But now, of course, the microphone is back. I don't know why. My main microphone. So yeah, I think I might have been streaming both of these microphones to you, so the audio was a little wonky in the first couple minutes here. Hopefully it's fixed now because I've got one of these muted. Okay. So, I've been using this stuff for, I've been using it inside of OBS Studio as browser docs, and it's kind of worked okay, but it's not great, and it just has not worked as well as I've wanted it to. And one of the things I found out that when I was working on the chat stuff, so got chat channel funnel stuff, to connect to YouTube and, well, actually even for the info, so this info thing here, I think it's in the API setup. Let's take a look there. I guess that's not super helpful. What am I looking for right now? Find stream. Okay, this is right. So the way you connect to the stream through the API requires that you have a secure connection, but because I was initially trying to just load these files directly in browser, it wouldn't work with the local file system. So I had to start running, let's see. So I started running a local file server for this directory. And in that file server, it had its own problems. So then I created a caddy script. Sorry, I'm remembering all this as I'm going through it. So I created this caddy script, and this just launches a local host, and 8443 is a HTTPS version. So having that running, I'm now finally able to ping Twitch and YouTube API endpoints, which I know I set up some URL stuff somewhere. Maybe it's this stuff? I don't know. There it is. Okay. So with these endpoints, that's what you end up hitting for the various stuff. Wonder if I can pull this up. I don't know if it's going to work the way I want it to, because there's this whole connection stuff I've got to do. I don't know. In any case, it's not working how I want. I'm realizing I don't like docking this stuff in OBS Studio. At least on Linux, the browser that gets docked for the browser docks does not work very well. And so I think I kind of just want to make a external library that will control OBS Studio. Which I'll reuse a lot of this Witchcraft stuff, but the place to start, assuming I want this to be as, I guess, efficient as possible, is with the server that it's going to run. So, where did that go? Did I close it already? So light reload I quite liked, but it was actually reloading too much and doing a little too much. So while there was a lot of aspects I liked about it, I moved away from it to Caddy. But I would prefer to use a JavaScript server. And that said, I've been wanting an excuse to use Bun in something. And so I've wanted to use, look at their examples right here. So Sqlite, WebSocket, and Serve. So I wanted to give this a test, and I had started tinkering with this about a week ago, and found out that the WebSocket stuff was not working. Let's see. So if you created a secure server, the WebSockets wouldn't work in Bun. So let me see here. Trying to open something else up here. Okay, that opened. Alright, so after having tinkered with the WebSocket servers in Bun and trying to use it in SSL, I ended up pinging in the Discord chat. So, and Jared Sumner, the guy who's, well, the main guy building Bun, was actually able to fix it. So he fixed it within an hour. So I spent like a day or more trying to figure out what was going wrong. Was I missing a setting, whatever? But it turned out there was actually an error. And so, yeah, he got it fixed. I think this was like less than an hour after I pinged about it. And with that update, WebSockets with SSL now works again in Bun. So I'm gonna give this a shot again, and I've done a little bit of tinkering, but I'm gonna create a project from scratch here to, yeah, show how I think it should be set up. So, where was that? Bun.net. Right, so let's make sure. I'm gonna call this Juju. All right, cd Juju. All right, it's empty. Let's reset it. So Bun.net, I believe. Juju. I want JavaScript because I'm a good person. I'm not saying if you use TypeScript you're a bad person, but if you prefer it over JavaScript, then you might be a bad person. Deal with it. All right, so that gives us a little Bun project setup. Let's what did I do? Reset. And where are we at here? Okay, here we go. So here's our new project. I'm gonna swipe that off screen here. So this should have the Bun dependencies. I do like this. I had tested this earlier. They're showing it in this screenshot here. But if you had specified this as index.ts, it actually makes a TS config. But because I did JS, it made a JS config. I really like that. So yeah. What modules did it? Oh, it just did Bun types. Okay, I guess I'm okay with that. Cool. So let's see. What else do we need to do here? Okay, so I had initially looked through some of the examples. I think it might even, so they've got this view source example there, but I think they have a WebSocket example on the page here. No, am I wrong? I might be wrong. I guess I'm wrong. Maybe it's in here. There it is. So based off this example, you're just able to add this WebSocket thing there, and you might need to upgrade to, oh wait, this is probably a better example. So you upgrade the server for the WebSocket connection, and you can do some different stuff. WebSocket-y. Yeah. So the reason I want the WebSockets is OBS Studio has a WebSocket server control type of thing. So you can control OBS Studio and do different things like scene switching and whatnot through WebSockets, which is likely how I'll use it, but there might be some other stuff I want to do. So I'd copied this before and modified it, but sorry, my throat is all congested or something like that. Oh, before I forget, one of the other things I had done was, where did that go? That's the guy Makecert. All right. So I had used this Makecert library. Well, I guess I didn't use the library. I used the tool, the utility, to generate a certificate for localhost. And with that certificate, it installs a root certificate to validate. So then when you check here, it works. And let's see. Let me see if I can find this real quick. I don't know if I dig this. Let me go to the next one. I like that better. Okay, so I just pasted in these certificates there. So now I've got some localhost certs. And one of the things I was looking into is, let's move that over there, is a JavaScript utility to do this as well, which this one is JavaScript. But I think it may have had few dependencies. Like, these actually make sense. This isn't terrible, but if I could limit it to just NodeForge, I don't actually know why it needs the IP regex. I kind of want to look, so let's do IP regex. Okay. Is IP exact domain? Versus the domain. Where's the domain? It's from domains. Domains map. Okay. I'm not really sure. So create cert is IP. Return type typed. Oh, that's why. So instead of doing a value, it's doing an IP. All right, I guess that's why it's doing it. However, let's look at the IP regex. I don't know. Let's look at this package real quick. Oof, I hate this doppelganger. So much better. All right, so regex is Sindra host. I don't know how to pronounce his name. He's quite prolific in the community though, and let's actually go to the GitHub. So what I want to look at is that's exactly why I'm looking. So you're including an external library for less than 36 lines of code. And while this might be good from some perspectives, there's been many times in the Node community when an author gets upset or something, or somehow a repository is co-opted, and like if this package got overwritten or something, you could find a security vulnerability in your code just because you're dependent on it. Whereas if it is MIT, I would rather just copy the contents of this file, since it has 0 dependencies as far as I can tell. It's just got dev ones for testing. So I'd rather just go ahead and copy this and not depend on it, and just make a note of where it's from and say, you know, MIT license to, I should figure out how to say his name. I don't want to butcher it, but yeah, should have that. Maybe it would be good to do something like this. Do some, what is it? Okay, so what I was thinking would be nice was if we replicate some of the make cert functionality into the Bun package. Kind of like this. So easy HTTPS has a few more dev dependencies, only one rim wrap, but I don't want to have to deal with installing all of that for this. And it's not also specific to Bun, I don't think. Yeah, this is just a node module for HTTPS. So essentially, I want to make a static file server, maybe that can easily have some WebSockets included, or maybe make a copy of this that's more WebSocket direct. You know what? This music is kind of distracting to me. I'm gonna skip that. Alright, maybe I need to turn it down more. Maybe I should just take off my headphones. Maybe that's what I'll do. Headphones coming off. Alright, let's try this. Can't even form words. Okay, let's see here. So I want to write some to-dos of what I want to accomplish for the Juju project. So, let's see. So, me adding these certificates is a stopgap just so that I can demonstrate the server working before, or I guess verify this is how I got in a rabbit hole for Bun, and kind of debugging and realizing there was an issue was I went to test the SSL and couldn't get the WebSocket server to start. It kept failing and segfaulting out of the server. So maybe I'm not gonna update right now because I know the version I have was working last time I tried it, and if I update and it breaks, then I'll be annoyed and have to come back to this another time. And I kind of want to get this moving forward because it has been holding me up on streaming on other stuff. Okay, so to-do list. That's annoying. Oh, that's gonna irritate me. I'm used to using a markdown editor that if you're in a to-do list and you hit enter, it duplicates the line. So this is quite irritating to me. Let's see. Might be worth getting an extension to add some functionality like that. Well, that's not right. Did I do this wrong? What's going on here? Oh, yeah, I think I know. GitHub. To markdown. What's going on here? Oh, I guess I could close that. Maybe that'll help. Show the extensions. That's irritating. Marky markdown. That's funny. Ooh, that's interesting. Let's see if I can sort these. Sort by install count. No. GitLab workflow. What's this? Maybe that would be helpful. I wonder if this would install the formatter that I'm thinking of That's what I'm actually looking for right now. I don't like just installing random stuff, but at the same time, that was irritating me enough. GitHub flavored markdown. Alright, I'm gonna try this and see. Okay. Back here. Mark down. Not showing. Okay. That didn't do it. Oh, wait. Okay, that is what I was hoping for. What about preview? Aha! Okay. It did fix it. That's what I... It is what I was hoping for. So, static file server. Vanilla JS and Bun. All right. So I want a static file server that is vanilla JS running in Bun, WebSocket server, make cert style SSL generation. Maybe I should say a secure static file server. TLS, HTTPS specifically. All right, WebSocket server. Secure WebSocket server, make search style. Let's do this. All right. Ooh, I don't like that. That's something I forgot about. Like it's a glitch in the formatter. No, markdown. There we go. Well, it annoys me not, not doing that. Let's see, make search style, and maybe I will, so I can close these. Let's do that, and I'm gonna remove the checkbox there. Actually, let's just go ahead and do master so that we get a cleaner link there. Okay. And what was the other one? That ain't right. Here we go. So, IP X. I can close that now. I'm gonna include this. Oops. Okay. Oof. Neat. But they do not have a dark mode on NPM already. Come on. It's literally a developer platform. What's actually the most annoying to me about that is they actually have stuff, or they did at one point, like in the code, that just didn't get activated. Where was it? I think it was in styles somewhere. Let's refresh. And do that again. That's my code right there. Yeah, I was poking around trying to apply dark styling one time and realized they have stuff in the CSS and it just doesn't get activated for some reason. Is it that? I think it might be that. Say reveal on sources. I don't know why it doesn't show. I don't know. You know, I found this one time. Maybe it's in here. Let's go there. Well, now I can't find it. I wonder where that is. Was it on app, maybe? Yeah, basically I was poking around the CSS one and ended up finding out that there's like dark mode styling in like the global CSS and it's not applied or something like that. Maybe it's from Tachyon? I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's built into Tachyon or something, but they haven't activated it or whatever. I don't know. It's just interesting to me that it's almost there and just for some reason they don't enable it. So, yeah, fun fact. Maybe you'll figure it out one day. Someday. Your dark CSS prints will come. Alright, link to that. Zigling is what Bun is built in, or primarily. What is solely built in one thing nowadays? Most software and developer tooling is never just one thing. I guess that's 100% JavaScript. Supposedly. Oof. Oh, that's right. So one of the things that got me started on this in the first place is I was trying to use Wayland instead of the X server for on Linux here. That's the display manager. So, well, is it the display manager? I don't know. Whatever it is. Instead of using X, I wanted to use Wayland. So I tried it out, and the browser docs would not load in OBS Studio at all in Wayland. And so I then tinkered around in Wayland a bit and got things kind of functional. Like, oh, this is cool, I could see using it. And there were some other issues I ran into with using Wayland. But it made me realize without the browser docs that they're already so glitchy as they currently stand that I just don't like using them. And so because of that, I'd rather just have them in a non-glitchy browser window, or a less glitchy browser window, I should say, or wrap them up into a Towery app. Tari app, Tari. Yeah, let's say Tari. Like Alpha Centauri. All right. So, save that. So, what Juju is specifically going to be is a static. Maybe I'll reorder this. So, a static file server in Bun, which shouldn't be too hard, theoretically. Possibly. Maybe I'll show that real quick. I mean, just that would give me a server. So if I copy this here and come into index, save that, and say bun run index.js. Hello, your bun. And then if I come into, say, localhost 3000, there you go. Welcome to Bun. And let's see here. If I wanted to make this secure, I would just add something like this. And then if I restart it, this should fail because it needs the HTTPS. Boom, and now it's working again. So that gives us a secure server. If we look right here, it is connection is secure. And those were just generated with makecert. But what I would prefer to have is this built in straight into the server so that when you start it, it kind of checks to see if has some configuration to go off, and if it doesn't, it will generate your root certificate, install it, maybe set up. So hostile is host management, which I think it was used in one of those other libraries I just closed. So it would modify your hosts if needed. I don't know if I really need to do this if all I want to use is localhost. You should already have localhost pointing at, your own computer. So it's only if you want to modify it. So this might be helpful if I want to do something a little more involved, but I don't think it's necessary right this second. So I'm going to close that out for now. I think I had that open. Maybe I should reopen. I think maybe makecert had something like this. That took a little while. That was weird. Oh, it certainly wasn't this one. Maybe I should open the correct one. Let's open this one. I guess I could just do that. And here. Boom. Alright. So node forge. Oh, I guess this isn't modifying it. So I guess that's fine. Something I was looking at, maybe it was this, was modifying the local host file. Let's see. There it is. So 0 config, 1 step, local HTTPS with custom local domain. So it's that custom local domain that they need to modify the host file. So that myapp.dev, which is kind of cool, especially if you're testing out like a subdirectory, or not subdirectory, subdomains and stuff. Having that set up properly is actually quite handy. So I do think that's cool. It's just not my highest priority, so I can drop that for now. Let's see here. So secure WebSocket server, make search style SSL generation. Is there anything else I want to add to this list? So I guess Juju might not make as much sense for a name if it's going to be a generic server. Juju specifically, because I was calling my tool in Witchcraft, which I just thought was funny because so many modules and whatnot require so many other dependencies that doing it in vanilla JS, you know, it like seems mystical to some people. So thus my naming for OBS Witchcraft was just using vanilla. So if it is specifically for Witchcraft and OBS Studio, Juju makes a lot of sense. If it's just a generic static file server, you might want to name it something different. But I could also just get started and copy it over to whatever I end up having, and then depending on that. I don't mind having limited dependencies, especially if I control them. I mean, like this, I was just including that, but I don't control that. And that's where I realized I was disliking some stuff about how it was functioning. And I'd rather just control what I'm using. And I intend to use this in more places. So let's go back here and see if we can get some more setup done. So that's a very simple example. I can add a WebSocket in like this. That should give us a WebSocket server. But we probably need to upgrade the connection, and this is something I figured out for the last time. You need something like this. So essentially, if the request URL ends with, we're saying chat, but maybe I should change that. I don't know. I'll leave it. I'm gonna do WS for now. Let's do that. So if it ends with WS, then we want to upgrade the connection and we return a 101 response. I also had something like this in here, so it logs the actual request, and you can see it over here. And this is based off some of the code I found. I'm going to replace that. So this returns some HTML and sets up the WebSocket server. Let's change that to WS. And this little thing right here just goes, hey, is it HTTPS? Okay, we're going to use WSS, if not WS. So if we copy that, go ahead and kill the server. I'm gonna clear that. Paste. Let's try this out. Right, started, and it's HTTPS. So, oh darn it! Did I actually close that? That's annoying. There we go. And if we open, uh-oh. Did it fail? What went wrong? Some clear refresh. WS failed. Why did it fail? URL ends with response 1. That's interesting. Well, I know some version of this was working. I did have it, instead of set up this way where it's exporting like that, I was doing it like this. I wonder if that will change things. Nope. All right, let's try swapping back to, well, I think hot should actually reload. So let me see if I can change this and if it will reload like I'm thinking. So instead of WS, let's just go back to chat, and then come back here and do chat. Save. That did not reload. Bummer. That is interesting. Maybe. Let's try this. Can't find variable. Oh, ooh. That makes more sense. Okay, let's try that out. Boom, there we go. Why, I know this worked. So I think I can switch that back there and do that. Definitely not hot reloading that though. All right, cool. Ping sup hot buns. So we could easily modify this and say, what am I thinking? Document dot I think it's something like that, before end, and then like key. Is not one of. Oh, interesting. I thought it was hyphenated. That's funny to me. Okay. So that is roughly what I was thinking. So we do that. We take E. Oh wait. That's not gonna work. That is the downside to using template strings. I think there's some way to escape this. I don't know how to do it off the top of my head. So instead of doing that, I can just do it like something like that should work. All right. That didn't work. Why didn't it work? Oh, derp. E dot data. Oh, that's the downside right there. Okay, there we go. Let's see if we drop this out into index.html and cut, paste, a little bit better. Okay. Well, if we're doing it outside of there, we should be able to flippity flop this now. Like so. And okay. So I think that should work now. I think there's a file. Ah, that's right. That was something I was looking into. File. There's a way to stream file to the browser. I know I saw it in one of the examples. But file is apparently referenced a lot. Maybe I'll search stream. Render to readable stream. That's not what I want. Oh, it's just that. Streaming files with one serve. So I should be able to do file is index.html. I'm not a fan of double quotes, like single quotes, so I think that might work. I don't know if I need to include that though. I'm gonna drop that. Okay. Let's reset. Let's see if hot reload actually functions. When I've got the code separated. Uh-oh. Something ain't going right. Okay, that is not working as advertised. I guess I didn't include, so new response file dot text. I kind of feel like that should have worked. Index.html, index.html. Why didn't that work? Included file. Let's switch back to that and see if it does anything. Oh, still a problem. Okay, moment of truth. Let's see if this is another issue with secure mode. Bun run hot. This should still fail, but let's paste and remove. Huh. Okay. That would appear that it's another issue. Let's go ahead and close that window and just close that, re-enable, start it again, go. Huh. Okay. Let's disable the WebSocket stuff. Okay, let's try that. So file doesn't work in secure mode, just like WebSocket, as far as I can tell. Let me, what is it? Bun upgrade canary. Well, that's taking a bit of time. More than I was expecting. Might have to ping in the Discord chat for Bun again. That download kind of took a while, but it did just finish. Let me. Same problem. Let's strip this stuff out to simplify it. So, all right. Copy. Where is that channel? Help chat. There we go. Alright, so looks like file streaming does not work with SSL. Work when SSL is enabled. I did test this, right? Let me save that and test. So it's like file streaming does not work when SSL is enabled. I wonder if I can, maybe I'll just post this. Hmm. Um, hmm. A help chat. Um, Copy that. All right, so that's annoying, but it's really not that big of a deal right now. I can move forward. I needed the WebSockets working for what I want to do. File streaming would be nice, but it is not a deal breaker for me. So let's reverse that. Gonna paste that in there and comment it out. Save. I mean, heck, I might even. I wonder if it's because of how I'm trying to use it. Let's see. Use a send file system call when possible. Dot file. So that would write standard in, standard out. Huh. That is the other thing I need to check out is want to test the Sqlite stuff. Hmm. Alright, before I give up, this is my other thought I'm working through here. Apologies for being so quiet, or maybe you were like, yes. Get up. Alright, let's see what this does. Probably a bad idea. Don't try this at home. You might regret it. I might regret it. But let's see what happens. And, yeah, I regret it. Can't find variable file. Well, let's see if I say, and do, oh, derp. Maybe that's why. Maybe, let me go back to that and just add it there and see, yeah, file. Alright. Oh, interesting. I do like text. What do you think? Will that work? Promise. Wait. Nope, didn't work. Okay. What options does it have? Await file.json. So this is what I was thinking of doing. So let's try that. I'm gonna cut that index HTML. We're gonna come up here and say constant index HTML is equal to file index HTML. Can we do top level await here? So no, not dot text. I think we need it in text. Let's see if that works. It doesn't look like it worked. Okay, let's promise. I don't know if this will change anything, but might as well try it. Whoops. Nope. Wonder why top level await doesn't work. I thought that was the thing now. Hmm. Just try that. Job. Yeah, it's a little bit confusing to me. Um, oh, wait, no, no, that's not affecting it. Hmm. Not a function. Well, let's just do that. That is interesting. Oh wait, that's right. So it certainly gets the file ref. How? The file path blob. Let's try searching here. File. Whoop. I hate when you somehow select the placeholder text. File to string or something like that. Hey, someone else had that issue too. Static serve benchmark. Change file to string works. Oh, okay. So look at this one. Why was that one closed? Huh. That's why it's closed. This stuff still applies. All right. All right. I give up on this for now. It's worth a shot, but that shot ain't working. So let's leave that there. Comment it back out. Re-enable that. And reset. All right, good enough for now. I've pinged in the chat, and maybe I'll make a GitHub issue for that after I'm done streaming here, or at the end of the stream here. So, let's see. Let's get on to the Sqlite stuff. Why is it doing that? I don't know why you would, like, does that actually work? I didn't know that would work. Is it like a self-executing function? Is that what it's doing? Something like that? I don't know. It's kind of weird. Not sure what it's doing. I don't want to do that file name though. Just do just Index Sqlite. Been quite some time since I've used SQL. And I don't know, like, I've used other projects that already had Sqlite set up, but I don't know if I've actually done anything specifically with Sqlite, so this might be a good opportunity to learn some of this stuff. All right. So I do think I'm going to need to create the table that I want to use. So let's go ahead and is there like a select or create example? Because presumably I don't always want to create the table if it exists already. I feel like there's a if not exists type of thing for SQL, but again, it's been a while. What was that? Yeah, that's what I wanted. I'll scroll right past it. Okay. So if create table if not exists, say messages. And ID integer primary key auto increment. Text. Okay. So we're going to console log a message we're getting. So let's see. This is WebSocket message. And then we also want to take the message and put it right there. And it's going to be the same as that. And so insert into values message. And right now, what do? We just do a ping. So that should ping. This is probably a bad idea. Alrighty. Let's do a. Maybe it should be a constant. I don't know. So, is this going to return an array? I guess we'll find out. Let's add some HTML here and say UL. All right, it looks like that was the issue there. There we go. So it was still returning the array there. So it just needed to be joined. Which if I didn't want to do it like this, I could move that outside of here and just return the actual HTML. I could do that and the ID, something like that. There you go. So good. Look at that. So every time you refresh, it is sending a WebSocket request. Where are we at? Network, WebSocket. So every time we refresh, it sends the ping, which is then adding that to the Sqlite database. I think there's a extension for VS Code for that, but yeah. Okay. So I verified at least I can create a table in SQLite. That seems to be working. We are running in secure mode, so this is SSL. We've got WebSocket running. So I could also test maybe adding a button. Let's do button. Actually, the way I tend to like doing things like this is form button type is equal to submit. And we do let's say send button form. Let's do a new line here. Okay. And we could also add a input. So not type. Let's just do name is equal to message type. We also need name is equal to okay, that gives us that. And then if we go here, we could add actually let's add it after because it makes our life easier. So leave document dot ws message dot add event listener submit say I think event could work like so. So on submit event is it prevent default? Shoot. Where is my other C event? That's what I want here. So when you submit the form, which will happen if you click submit or if you're in the input and hit enter, we want to I guess maybe I should just move all of this down. So something like this, we're going to do I don't know if this is going to work. I think I might need to do I don't think that's going to work. Submit message. Something like that. Let's reload. Okay, let's clear some of this out. And test. That did work. Didn't work here. Why didn't it work there? Submit message test. So message should have been that. Ah, it did. Just didn't update that properly. Okay. Oh. That's funny. That's why. Okay. That makes more sense to me. Forgot I had done that. So on message, we want to do say query selector. Start the JSON HTML. end li. Oh, that's not going to work right there, but it would work roughly there if what we're adding is that. Yeah, something like that. Cool. There we go. All right. So a pretty trivial WebSocket setup. And we can even watch the socket updates there. So there we go. If we refresh. Okay. Not bad. Relatively first attempt at done. Got that working. Yeah. I might stream a bit more later. I think I'm gonna wrap up here for now. Yeah. See. Where's the thing here? There we go. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed, maybe learned something, whatever. Gonna end the music there, and please consider liking, subscribing, sharing, all of that good stuff. And yeah, I'll catch you